Hello everyone, welcome. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. It's time to speedrun our dailies, because I haven't done anything yet. Alright. What the? This guy's dead. Just loaded it in, this guy's dead. Probably fell asleep. The guy probably tried to load into this map and then walked away from his computer. I know I've done that before. Can I blow up my Limbo Eternals? Yeah. I don't know about that one though. I'm just gonna do just some small amount of dailies and then I'm gonna do a little bit of Black Mage. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 runs of Black Mage. And then I will grind a little bit on the Kanna. I think that's what I want to do. But yeah, gotta do our symbols dailies at the very least. Man, it's crazy actually having Meso drop rate. Oh, I'm in my drop gear, not my Meso drop gear. No, I can't swap because I'm getting hit. Griefed, that's okay. You're drinking up. Queued, you fail, you put in 10-minute penalty, so you missed 2 times Ursus. That is certainly a way to miss Ursus. But yeah. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me for the 10 of you guys over on YouTube and about 5 of you guys on Twitch. Don't do Ursus with 10 minutes left? Ah, don't walk away from the queue with 10 minutes left. That's why I just solo it. It's just easier. It's pretty quick too, you just do 5% and just die, 5% die, 5% die, it takes like 2 minutes. Much better than queuing with other people, I suppose. Gave up trying to solo BM on Challenge World? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's high effort. Hey, I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with waiting 1 extra week for your Genesis weapon. I know a lot of people like really want to lib as soon as possible, which is fair. But I don't think there's anything wrong just waiting a week. Just lib first? Yeah, legit. Like, if you're gonna solo Black Mage, why make it hard on yourself, you know? Unless you're doing it for fun. I know some people like the challenge, that's fair. But if you're going to liberate before the month clear anyway, you might as well just wait for your actual Genesis weapon. Thank you for the hydrate, Baron. You have the accomplishment? That's fair. I mean, the sense of accomplishment is fair. But for me, I don't know. Unliberated Black Mage clear, I'm okay not doing that ever again. I've done it twice. That's enough for me. No more. Your second 40% boss fam? Hey, congrats. Hey, Baron, you know what that means? 1 more 40% boss fam and you're no longer considered a casual. Them's the rules. I don't make them. Are you ready to ascend from being a casual player? As soon as you hit that third 40%, that's it. No longer casual. It's over. You've joined the ranks of a sweaty player. Yep. Can I get the Zerk to 25? You know, I think no. 18k fans? Yeah, dude. It actually is so tedious going through and leveling them up. I probably have well over like 30,000 fam cards as well. And I'm just like, yeah, nah, I'm not making fams. I'm gonna have to do that eventually on my RL though, because I would like my RL to have boss fams at some point, but that's so far away. Yeah, one on your C10 mules? Yeah, what I've been doing is that whenever we get reroll cards, I just reroll on my mules until they have any form of boss damage or attack. Like, once they get 3 of those, then I just move on to the next character. It's been going alright, actually. So I'm pretty sure almost all of my C10 mules have large drop and 3 forms of attack fams. Either like 6% attack, 20 boss, 30 boss, 40 boss, you know, whatever it is. The only character of mine that doesn't have triple attack fams is actually my Battle Mage. But my Battle Mage is so overspec, it doesn't matter. And also, we tried to make Learn break his streak, but it's caught the stream on time. Unfortunate. Yeah, each boss fam is basically a whole event stat, right? It's pretty strong. Adds up. I'm just glad that I don't have to really do too much right now on my RL. It's just mostly dailies, 7 monster park runs, and that's it. Turn off your pets? Oh yeah, Melvin, you can turn off your pets, or in the map you can just like take this off. And then you just wait around a little bit. It's not too bad. But that's also because I'm talking from somebody who has like no real connection speed. So by the time I load into Ursus, it's already dead. Forget to turn it back on. I almost died during my dailies yesterday after doing Ursus, actually. But yeah. Just going through these. And then I'll do Monster Park, and then I'll go on to my Kanna. Oh, actually, no, before I do Kanna, I'll do some Black Mage runs. Maybe like my hero. I think I'll do my hero's Black Mage run. Hello, Pell. It's time for some hero action. And depending on how I feel, maybe I'll run my Xenon as well. How's the game? It's actually pretty good. I ran my first H Limbo yesterday. And, yeah, good things happened. Alright, let's do Golix here. What dropped? I got an armor box. First H Limbo, I got an armor box. I thought it was a ring box, but I was standing to the far left side of the map, so I couldn't see what actually dropped. I just saw it sparkle. I was like, oh, nice, ring box. Walked up to it. Wait a minute, that's a funny looking ring box. You don't know what that is? It's kind of like if you did normal V healer and an armor box flew out, you know? Oh, look, my first reinforced. The drop rate is making a difference. It's actually my first reinforced earring. You know how you... This is my first reinforced earring, right? When I made my drop Meso gear on this character, I actually used solid earrings. So I have solid Golix earrings for both my training and my drop gear. Always saying people even getting carried. You know what? I was green dot. I was green dot. That's incredibly good luck. Dude, I've done maybe like 30 runs of bosses that could possibly drop these boxes, and I haven't seen anything, right? But that's like pretty normal. I think you could go like on pretty long streaks without ever seeing an armor box. And I got one on my first try. That's filthy. Who was in the party? So it was me, a Lin, and I think a Demon Slayer. I think he's a Demon Slayer. I can't remember exactly. I wasn't really paying attention to my teammates. I was just like making sure I didn't like gauge out, to be honest. I just didn't wanna gauge out. But I did like maybe 10 to 15% of the damage, so I didn't contribute that much. And because the Lin already has the source, the Demon Slayer has full prio on the source. So it's a really good party. The run was only 25 minutes, so it wasn't too bad. And it was, yeah, pretty comfy. Nobody griefed too much. I didn't like get thrown around too much by P3. Yeah. It's a good run. Good run. Because I'm in it mostly just for the pieces. And of course, like, maybe the occasional, like, ring box for the Kopov Grindstone 5, right? But the other guy gets priority on source, which is, like, really good for him. I never seem to fully dodge the dragon. Yeah, the ceiling's a bit low. I got clipped by the dragon a few times because my head bumped the ceiling. So I started just using my sense to dodge it. Yeah, Evan can give you and the Lin 10% FD. True. I think they're removing the ceiling soon, Baron. Or like, at least they're increasing the ceiling. It's quite low. Very frustrating. The way that I realized that I was supposed to do it is like you do like a jump and then wait a little bit and then do your up jump. So then you kind of like do a little hover. You can't do like the straight up jump like this, right? If you do a straight up jump like this, you'll hit your head on the ceiling. So you have to do the oh, like that. You know what I mean? You gotta do the little like sad up jump. Because otherwise you just slam your head straight into the ceiling and it just sends you straight back down. Either that or you just iframe it and call it a day. I just used like an iframe every time because I just couldn't be bothered. Up jump and upwards up straight away, yeah. But it depends on like your class's up jump too, because some classes have like a really high up jump. Like the Cygnuses, holy crap, the Cygnus classes have like such a high up jump. Well, at least Blaze Wizard does. Yeah, some classes just have like insanely fast up jumps. So yeah, I'm looking forward to them removing that. I forgot that it existed, and then when I got clipped by the first dragon, I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I gotta like actually pay attention to it now. Low aim one, thank you for the hydrate. So yeah, I fortunately have a Eternal Cape now. So just 10 more weeks, then I can be full Eternals. And I'll probably just wear like all the Eternals at 19 star. I think for me that's already better, because my my current Eternals, I mean Arcanes, are not good. Yeah, just casually getting 12 cookies worth in 1 week, right? Next week I'll have my Eternal Pants. And then the following week we'll have Shining, and I'll probably do my Eternals there, get them to 18 star, and it should be a gain. I did the math for it slightly. I got a box drop? Yeah, I got a drop from Hard Limbo. Got an armor. Send the cape to 20? Nah. I'm just gonna leave them all at 18. I was actually surprised too. If I swap my pants and my cape at 18, with what I currently have, I'll actually gain like 0.2% FD over my current gear. Because I know like replacing your arcane Eternals early is not very good. Like it tends to be in favor of the arcanes, but because my arcanes are actually not that good on my Kanna, I can swap early. Because my arcane cape is not like a proper 3-line, its flame is pretty bad. You know, with those things combined, like an 18-star Eternal, it's actually in my favor. Send the cape. Oh no, I don't have any money for that. I still need to send my eye patch as well. I have a few eye patches and a source to send to 23. Do we consider Kanna to be my main? Yeah, I'd say so. US got wrecked. Is this like for the World Cup? Is that what you're saying? I main every class? No, not every class. I do play a lot of classes, but not all of them. Being permanent below 50 bill, yeah. But it's not a bad problem to have, right? It's just weird. Because, like, the same with me, I just kind of expected myself to have, like, a lot of money going into Star Forces. Especially for Shining, right? But now that Shining's every 2 weeks, you're not going to have that much money. But that's okay, you know? Not Seer and Blaster. Funny you say that. Out of all the classes you could have picked, Seer and Blaster have a chance of being reborn. At least Seer does. I don't know about Blaster. When they make the changes to Black Mage, and then you just need to do a 20-minute Black Mage, it's a lot more viable to just like make pretty low to the ground C10y characters. I'll have to see when like that patch comes out. But I think low to the ground C10y characters is genuinely a really good investment. Like all you really need is 260 and good Arcane Force. The Arcane Force is honestly the hardest part of making these characters. And dedicate Shining to 1 or 2 items. That's pretty much it, right? Every event, I'm just hoping to get like 1 or 2 22 stars. At least for like the cheaper items. I don't know about, maybe not like the Eternals. Alright, let's get our monster parks done. And then we can work on a Black Mage or 2. Keep wanting to come back. I mean, if you play as a seasonal player, it's pretty chill. Maple is very, very good to play seasonally. Like right now is a good season to play. Just like try out the Challenger world. You get sick of doing some dailies, you just stop playing the game again. It's like, it's pretty low commitment. Tried the animation tech, worked for you. I swear the animation on just higher rates. When I Star Force now, I above 18, I turn my animations on. I swear that has rigged rates. I am not like. I wouldn't call myself superstitious or anything like that, but I don't know. Confirmation bias kind of tells me the rates be rigged with animations on. But even if it isn't like any different, it probably isn't any different. But it does feel pretty good when the item sparkles gold, you know what I mean? Like when you finally hit that star, it does feel slightly better. And that's enough for me to leave animations on. It also makes your money feel like it lasts longer. The 10 cent now? Oh, congrats. Congrats on your badge. I'm hoping that my party member gets badged this month, so then I can get prio on it. Because I don't really want to pity the badge if I can help it. The boom feels much more insulting. Yeah, but I'm not doing anything that requires that's gonna ever boom. I'm just like mode 4 for life. At least for the items I'm working on, it's just all mode 4. Boom is not an option. It is not an option anymore. It really isn't. Alright. This should be it for Monster Park. Nice. Okay. Let's go to Hyperion. Let's do some Black Mage. Let's go with the hero. What am I planning on stopping? I'm trying to get to 280 because I want to try to do Hard Kai. But 280 is pretty far away. Okay, do I have a wealth on me? I have the big one. Let's grab one. Oh, I have this. Alright, let's do some Black Mage. Have you seen the protected animation? From 18 to 15? Of course. Of course. This guy's so lucky he hasn't seen one before, apparently. Oh, I haven't started the event. Congrats on badge. Alright. Appreciate it. Thanks for dropping by. Can't believe Gibson said, have you ever seen it say protected before? That is crazy. So lucky. Never seen protected before. Do I plan on buying the rail pass? Nah, probably not. The full protected animation. I don't turn on animations before that, so I actually haven't. Okay, I understand what you mean now. Okay. Less flame, less flame. Yo, I can clear P1 without even using my origin. Nice. The item booms and revives? Oh, really? I haven't had animations on before for, like... before 18 star. Okay, I'm gonna start tapping my stuff animations on. Just so I can see that, maybe. And try it, maybe on a Shining. I'm not gonna do it now. I'll level 130 item, yeah, just wait for it to, like, hopefully boom. Come on, man. I don't have that kind of money to waste on, like, a 130 item. Did I safeguard? Because I've definitely seen protected a bunch of times, but I don't have animations on for that. I usually animations on only after 18 star. Oh my god, I almost went into that pillar. You guys see that? Pillar all the way in the far left. Boom list level 250. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. It's like almost twice as expensive. Oh, I hope my Genesis iframe lasts long enough for this. Oh! Do it off Shining so you have higher chances of seeing it. You know, I'm okay not having a heart attack. Why would I pay Meso for a heart attack? Oh, thank you for the follow. Jokely. Oh. Man, these chains, they kind of hurt. Aw, man. It's on the left side. I just realized it's Joke Life, not Jokely. Well, thank you for the follow. My screen cut off that part. Alright, not the fastest BM run, but it's alright. 5 bill is 5 bill, or like 4.5. That's alright, Gibson. I can live my life without seeing it. I don't really care, thankfully. Oh, look, it would be different if there was an achievement for it, you know? If they're like, oh, you get 100 achievement points for having a heart attack, oh, I'd do it. Hey. Oh, so lucky. That was also pretty lucky. Okay. Best case scenario, we get a badge here. The other thing is, I think I need a oh, do I need a continuous 4 on this character? I keep mixing up my mules. Oh my god, that's a really shallow. There's a lot of lasers. Is my Jenny iframe out? Yep. It's always down FMA, come on man. Guess there was a big right anyway, it's fine. Hey. What level Genesis might Kanna have? It's only a level 10. I might level up in the future, but I'm just dusk farming for the time being. It's pretty chill. There's a big left. Yo, Sky is just doing down there for me. Try to do Genesis 1 as long as possible. That's fair. I can respect that. I went for 10 because when I got to Arteria, I needed to use the 2 balls because my Soul Genesis was no longer one-shotting. No, at least my Dusk wasn't one-shotting anymore, so I couldn't get like even okay rates without the 2 orbs. So I want to say like you can probably get away with level 1 all the way onto Arteria, but afterwards you probably worth investing in 10. And then heaps of people suggest going for 20 when you get to Carcion. But I've been dusk farming in Carcion, so it's like whatever. Yo, this guy's just doing down there for me. Oh my god. That was so close. How are you guys feeling? Is Hero gonna get a badge today or nah? Whoa, 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 Black Mage. That's a lot of lasers. Swapped off a 30 Jazz character. You've been banned from leveling it by your friends, I see. It is a lot of fragments invested, that's for sure. I think at the time, it was okay going for 30 Jazz because, you know, the opportunity cost wasn't as high. Now, you do cop a lot of damage loss. Whoa! Hey. Yeah, because before we had less things to put our fragments into. Because, you know, before the release of 3 and 4, before the release of Hexastats, now we have more common calls. Oh my god. Oh no. And also, we have way more free EXP, like from like Monster Park and stuff like that. The training matters a lot less. Everyone's sporting with 30 Janus? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's play in white, why not? We'll get the FD bonus. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Spawns in with 20. It's crazy that it's only that character that comes in with 20. I wonder if they'll make it so then you can, like, transfer it. Probably not, though. Might just be, like, that specific character, but... Imagine, like, if you just wanted to do Challenger World for fun, and then you don't even have 30 or 20 Janus on your main. You can claim on main worlds as any character? Oh, value. Okay, so my Kanna is not leveling up any more points in Soul Janus. That's what you're telling me. Hello, hello, welcome. Fountain's about to expire, let's put a new one down. Oh my god, he's standing right on top of me. It's for Challenger rank? Yeah, it's not going to be easy. I mean, even like this current Challenger World Challenger rank is not easy, right? But, you know, a pretty good reward for if you make it. That's a lot of fragments that you save. It's a good reward. Have the hyperburn to 280. Oh, the hyperburn goes to 280. Yeah, but still, like, you still have to actually complete all the content and stuff. It's very easy as somebody who's like more experienced or like has played a lot of Maple to be like, oh yeah, the next Challenger World's pretty free. That's what everyone says. Every Challenger World is so free, but it's not. You still have to like do a decent amount of grinding. Yeah, you need Challenger rank, Challenger World 4. Wait, was my origin up on the previous burst and I forgot about it? The points will be adjusted, probably. Oh, please die on this burst, I don't want to wait 2 minutes. Come on, no more shield. Nice. How long does that run? Like 15 minutes? Pretty good. My serums just ran out. Wealth. Alright, give me badge. Badge, badge, badge. Ooh, ring box. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want a ring box in this character. You know what? Maybe a weapon jump 4. I could use that leading up to the next thingo. Yeah, ultimatum. It's always ultimatum. Congrats on badge, thank you. Looks like I got a box though, that's pretty good. Armor box, I'll take that. And 6 MVPs, that's right. Should I do another Black Mage run? Maybe my Blaze Wizard? We'll have an armor box expiring. What's the combat power? The combat power is like 170 mil. The Hexa is like level 9 on most of the masteries, roughly. Did you miss out on the Hexa reset scroll? I think it's still around. Yeah, it's still around. What is this artifact mission? Oh, that's right, because Limbo. Alright, do Black Mage on this character. Alright, Whoppy's turn. Let's grab this one, Do I have welts? Not that I can see. Let's grab one from storage. Starting to run a bit low on welts. I might have to craft some soon. There's a reset tonight. I haven't accepted the event buffs. No, I have to go to town. Right, I might have to just Origin straight up anyway. I don't know if I can just burst out of here. Okay, should have stacked them for a little bit more efficient damage, but it's alright. Whoa, that's crazy. What is this? Chains? I mean, this pillar pattern, as all of them appeared at the same time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thought this is Challenger World? I'm in Hyperion at the moment, yeah. What are these pillars? You guys seeing this? It's just like the whole map just appears at the same time. What's going on? Oh hell nah. I didn't realize my Jenny wasn't up. My Genesis is like very desynced at the moment because of P1. Okay. I'm gonna have to delay my burst. How many mules do I have? Hang on. Oh, did I lose it all? I didn't. Nice. Currently, I have 11 characters that I play sort of actively. 10 of which can solo Black Mage at the moment. The only character I don't solo Black Mage on at the moment is my mechanic. Because, like, P1 on my mechanic is a little tragic. Although I haven't tried since unlocking my Ascent skills. Maybe with the Ascent skills it might be okay, but I don't know, it's still kind of looking sus. Probably can't solo Black Mage until 275. If my mechanic ever reaches 275. Alright, where's the FMA putting me? Put it in the middle. Put it in the middle. No. That's right. Yeah, unfortunately my Blaze Wizard is not the strongest character in my roster. My hero is surprisingly a decent amount stronger than this Blaze Wizard. Didn't think that the gap was that big. It's quite big. You don't want to miss out on the badge? Badge would be a cool drop. Yo, why is it mid FMA when the eyes are here? Blazeman has better Janus? It really does. It really has good Janus. Any drops today? Not on stream. Whoa, what the? Yo! I got a armor box from Limbo on my Kanna yesterday. That was pretty good. Come over here, Black Mage. You're in a bit of a sus situation. Okay, I lost all. Yeah, come to the left a little, or to the right. You saw a badge from XBM? Oh, grats. Oh, you already have one. I kind of want to wait for my burst to coincide with the FMA, because I won't have an iframe otherwise. Hey. Oh hell nah. I just died to the lasers. Waiting for what? How many Eternals am I now? Technically I'm on 3, but I'm not wearing the cape at the moment because I haven't upgraded it yet. Probably just wait for Shining to work on it. What? There's so many lasers. I'm getting annihilated. There's so many of them. It also like coincided with my fountain dying, like exactly when it died. That's so sad. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Yeah. Got lucky there. Did not get ticked. Go to bed? That's alright. I'm probably not going to see a badge anyway. I don't think you're missing out on much. Appreciate you dropping by though. What's the challenger CP amount? Probably around like 50 for like the stronger classes. But yeah, you gotta be ready for a pretty long clear though. This boss is not a short one. Yeah, come over here, sir. here. Oh, I just realized I have ascent skills on this character. I keep forgetting. Should be using those to protect myself. What am I doing? Saving ascent for the next boss? That's good ascent usage right there. Value. Oh my god. Whoa. Cleared End Saren with 40 mil RL. That's pretty good. That's really low actually. 40 mil. Friend Shadow did it at 60. Oh wow, that's pretty fast. I mean, it's pretty early. Oh, last shrink. Very good. We're almost out of here. Probably need one more burst. Or maybe two. Might need my origin to get out. Uh-oh. No. Why be good at this boss when you just get lucky instead? Yep. Just get kicked off the thing and be alright anyway. Yep, who needs timing? I actually don't know if I clear before my burst comes back up. Maybe I don't. Hey. We've been 4 lives by now. That's alright. Look, eventually this boss just becomes another. It's kind of whatever. It's just it's another C10 boss. He actually quite literally becomes a C10 boss in a few patches. Oh, it's getting close. 25 seconds for FMA. Yeah, winnable. Nice. Oh, the DPS on this class is a lot better than I remembered. Yeah. Do I have a fountain up? I do. It's plain white. Alright, not quite as fast as my hero, but it's not bad. Oh, I also have my class door that I can use here to preserve 1 bonus life. What is that on? F6. For Black Mage, it kind of just becomes a bit of a timing boss anyway. You kind of get used to the rhythm of the boss. It becomes a lot easier. Get used to the timing of his kicks. Start recognizing when you're supposed to jump over things. It becomes, you know, manageable. Yo, why is he walking so close? Get away from me. Oh no, it's standing right on top of my fountain. Oh no. The fountain's in no man's land. Ah, come on, man. Play on white. Yeah, it's you get a lot more damage. With Fountain, P4 becomes a lot more manageable. As long as you don't like take too many explosion hits, you can get chipped a little bit by these pellets. It's not too bad. And then you use your Fountain to top up. Yeah, so just basically don't do what I just did. Can't even see where I put my fountain. It's like somewhere on top of me. Yeah, playing in white is particularly good if like you're kind of tight on damage. It makes your burst a lot stronger. But obviously it's a lot riskier in a sense because you technically have less healing. It's not too bad though. I think the additional damage is worth learning how to you know, HP manage and all that. Goodbye, my fountain. I'm never seeing you again. $17 minutes? Yeah, not bad. Faster than I kind of expected it to be, in a way. Like, I was expecting a 20-minute run. I'm like a whole burst ahead of that. So yeah, pretty good. It's probably the Hexa reset scroll plus Soul Hecate. Like those two things probably made this run a lot faster. Also, having access to Ascent skills probably helped too. Yeah, I don't like swapping back because if you're not paying attention to your curses, you can just lose lives for copying the opposite curse. I mean, if it works, right? That's all it is. At the end of the day, the thing that carries P4 right now is Fountain. As long as you have Fountain, you have nothing to fear. I drank my entire fountain. I'm a little scared now. Whoa. Oh no, I'm running out of space. Because if you play in black the entire time, or rather, you're playing in white aura to get black curse the entire time, it is just 10% FD the entire time, right? Well, for a good chunk of it. Getting the clear done 10% faster. It's pretty good. Oh, I'm so dead. You know what I realized? I did that entire fight without my mana overload. My mana overload was off the entire time. Never learned. I should have been a lot faster then. It must have turned off on the previous time I did my burst. Not my burst, my bosses. Did I toggle it off? Nah, I think I ran out of mana at some point. I remember thinking that like it was off at the end of like Lucid or something. I just didn't turn it back on. Oh, good. Yes? What do you mean yes? It was still a sub 20-minute clear. Yeah, I actually moved my mana overload to a spot where it can't be toggled. Like, I have this mental block here. I put Hero's Echo. If I echo myself, that means I don't need to push my toggles any further. That was the way that I did it. So I don't think I turned it off. I think it was just never on. Oh, I don't need that. Let's put this away. This... Yeah. Okay. 2 Black Mage runs done. Let's put some arcanes onto a character. Is this character fully arcaned? Let's find out. I'm gonna slowly deck out all of my characters with 5 set arcane. I'm slowly going down the list. Okay, also need to check off these 2 characters. Oh, this one's already fully arcaned. I guess... It's his second favorite YouTuber behind Halley TCG. Alright, mate. Alright, mate. Right. Do I even have space? I like how my Kaiser has an arcane weapon, but it's worse. Let's grab some stuff here. That's expiring. Ah, I might as well just give it like 1 of each. You know what? Let's throw out this one. I don't know how it ended up with a Pat Mark too. That's kind of crazy. Why does my Kaiser have Afterlands? This was a really old bossing mule. Like, back when I was playing in Chronos, this was one of my original bossing mules. So it's like, you know, it's got 4 set superior. All these arcane, not arcanes, like CRAs and Absols. You know, legendary WSC, all that sort of stuff. Like, this was one of my old, what do you call it, Enlomian mules. This was when I didn't have C10 mules. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty decked out character for the time. Because I would have made this character like 5 years ago. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if I did Enlomian, it would probably take me like 2 or 3 bursts per boss at most. So, you know, sub half an hour gets the job done. I don't play it anymore, but it's a relic of an older time. Like I have my Luminous. My Luminous was also a an Enlomian mule back then. From a forgotten time. Same thing, right? Like, this is how I deck them all out. They just 4 set superior. If it happens to get an arcane weapon, then great. But most of the time, it's just Abso CRA. It's just wearing arcanes right now because I guess I'm just giving them all arcanes slowly. Good times. Top 12 Maple YouTubers? I'll take it. Yeah, it was definitely a different time back then. Definitely a different time. Alright. Back onto the Kanna. Let's get some more VIPs here. Yeah, the thing I got yesterday was this cape. I got the Limbo armor box on my first run. Kinda crazy, actually. Some of the people in my guild were not very happy about that. Look, it's not my fault, alright? You can blame Nexon for this. see, some free flames. Right, looking for like 150 and 7. Yep. Those sequences for Kanna. Yeah, Kanna's sequence is pretty massive. Like, this is the main burst sequence, right? It's just literally everything. This bottom one is just my training sequence. I just pop all my buffs and then it's just EXP ring at the end. Speaking of which, I should check my points here. I only have 700. I'm running out of fam cards. Ooh, 5 fragments. Nice. 1 cube. Thank you for the singular cube. I need to disassemble more. Do I even have any more cards that are easy to disassemble? Bunch of random stuff here. Oh, guess I'm gonna move on to my top deck fams. Do I have any in my storage? Just like a pile of them? Sort of. I think I'll just like disassemble my top deck fams. And I'll save these ones to build in the future. I mean, I have to disassemble 8,000 of these fams. It's gonna take a while. It'll keep me sustained for ages. Yeah, that should be good enough. And yep, that's all good. I should have stuff here. Okay. Let's do some daily farming. Stars is my secondary. It's 23 at the moment. Wait, did I swap? Okay. Oh, I'm currently using Fatal Strike. Swap over to Roro. There we go. Now we can peacefully farm for a little bit. Your Shadow still has alien equipment. Did you follow my videos back then? Out of curiosity? Oh, Boxy. I was a big fan of the alien equipment back in the day. There's a 22 alien pendant. You are crazy, dude. That is a side mission. We randomly 22 an alien pendant. Been here since Hero Main days. Yo, Hero Main. Hey, you know, I still play my hero. I don't know if you were here when I was doing my Black Mage on my hero. I still play the character. I gave it the Genesis pass and liberated it, like, on the last Challenger World, whenever that was. Some characters still have alien? Yeah, only my hero has it. Oh, actually, my Paladin also has it, but I remember making the conscious decision not to play Paladin. I was pretty put off of the grinding for it. And also, I knew that I was gonna boss mostly solo on my Paladin, and it doesn't feel good playing a class that loses half its damage if playing solo. Like, it's a pretty good, like, party class for sure. It's arguably, like, top 3. But, yeah, if I'm gonna play solo most of the time, it's not the best pick. And I just wanted, like, strong characters as well. And Hero gets the job done. I liked it. Waiting for it to get remastered? That's fair. Packed with legacy gear, yeah. It's so funny going back on old characters and just seeing what you got. I like to, like, look at my characters that I've made ages ago sometimes and just, you know, appreciate what I did back then. Yo, what's this guy doing? He just went into my map to call me a Lucker Dog. Did he just defame me? Honestly, if he defamed me, that was kind of deserved. can't deny it. This Kanna's pretty lucky. Yeah, I think in about 10 weeks I will be full 7 set Eternal. Is that what it is? So 1, 2, 3 plus 4. Yeah, 7 set Eternal. I'm gonna rock the full 19 star loadout. How long did it take you to get from 285 from 280? It probably took me about 2 months or a month and a half. Wait, no, that's a lie. We can actually find out. Okay, Melvin gave me this 3 months ago. It took me 2 months to go from 275 to 285. Yeah. So I'll say like 275 to 280 was like probably 3 weeks. We had a lot of free EXP at the time, I think. And then the Mecha Berries is what like really pushed this character recently. I think it was on maybe Sunday? It was either Saturday or Sunday. I did all 9 or 10 of my Mecha Berries and then did like 50 or 40 express boosters to go from 284 to 285 in like 1 day. It was crazy. Those Mecha Berries they were insane. Otherwise, I still wouldn't have been 285. I would have still would have been in top deck 6, just slowly getting here. But yeah, those Mecha Berries are crazy. But yeah. I think starting next week, I'm gonna be doing C Carlos. I'm still gonna be doing H Carling. I think we are gonna run H Adversary. That would be good too. I just need to get more Sacred Force for H Star, which is what I currently do not have a party for. But that's because like my Sacred Force is too low. I can't actually contribute very much to the boss. Unless I'm like, I find a blue dot party, which is, you know, not exactly something that's easy to find. So I think in about 5 to 10 weeks, I'll be rocking all of the gear that all Eternals. And then I have a few spares for Carlos Eternals to work for 22 star. Hopefully get it cheap. But I'm most likely just going to roulette everything to 19 slowly. It should be a pretty good gain over my Arcanes. Because yeah, my Arcanes aren't particularly good except the gloves. Only my gloves pot is like something notable. Everything else is like kind of bad. Like the flame is kind of bad. The shoes have seen better days. Same with the cape. Yeah. It's pretty cheap. Do I solo prog mostly? Not really solo prog, but I tend to try to do things by myself because I'm just lazy with scheduling. For a lot of the content stuff, I do just solo prog. Just because it's easier. Time-wise, at least. No scheduling and all that stuff. But some content you just can't do solo, right? Like, if I want to progress my Eternals quickly, I have to do party bosses. I could, you know, just slowly get there by doing E-Carling and N-Carlos and Adversary. Yeah, I'll get those Eternals eventually, but if I want to prog this character, it's better to go into parties. The game has definitely shifted though to like smaller party bossing, which is really nice. For example, X-Lotus, you know, it's a duo boss. Limbo is a trio boss. I think Malefic Star is also a trio boss. It's pretty much just Carlos Carling, which you can do up to 6 people. But even nowadays, most people are just like cutting down the parties. The smaller the better, you know, so you don't have to split the drops as much. Yeah, for now, I'm mostly working on my Kanna. Everything except, like, the grandest bosses is just solo. And of course, all of my mules, I run pretty much everything solo, except for one of my Blaze Wizards. It's been, like, revived from the dead because JH wants me to carry his mules. I will oblige. He is taking me plenty of other bosses. There's a small price to pay. I will still complain about it though. But yeah, I'm not that far away from 286 as well. Well, I know I just leveled up, but this new monster park, man, it gives you so much EXP. Like, the grinding doesn't give you very much in comparison to Monster Park. It's pretty crazy. Waplup forever? Yeah, Waplup's the one that keeps getting brought back from the dead to just carry people. W Waplup. That's okay, I like Woblup, the cooler older brother. Eventually he will reach 8-set greatness. Eventually. I can't afford it at the moment though. All my money is just going into this Kanna. It's a never-ending pit of money. Because once I start progging my Eternals, that's it. The money's never coming back. Has this Kanna been a lucker dog? The better question is, since when has this Kanna not been a lucker? Honestly. Pretty much every single aspect of this game, I don't know, this Kanna has just been lucky the entire time. Every aspect. That's what made it so easy for me to main this character, right? I play plenty of characters, like, what? My roster currently is 11 characters. And, you know, some of them have good luck, some of them have bad luck, some of them have average luck. Kanna, though, has been an outlier in every aspect. Reaping the e-girl luck. I don't know about that. You remember when my Kanna used to be called Halley Farmer? Do you remember that? It was ever since the name change. Ever since I name changed it 5 years ago. It's just been on the up and up. Because yeah, yesterday was my first H-Limbo clear. Right here. Yeah, see? Cleared hard Limbo for the first time. That's yesterday. And, yeah. Look, it really doesn't get much better than this, right? Like, literally first hard Limbo clear got the armor box. It's actually filth. We're gonna talk about those days, yeah. Flashbang. So, you see how bright this cape is? I just need to give it a flame, and I just need to put it to 18 stars, and then I can wear it. Because my current arcane cape is so bad that that's all I need to overtake it. So yeah, next week I'll have enough for the pants as well. Just want to wait for Shining to Star Force it. Like, I could Star Force it off event as well. It's not, like, the worst thing, because I'm only stopping at 18 anyway. Shining only saves about 10% on Star Forcing to 18. It's not that much of a saving, if I wanted to wear it immediately. One of the most aesthetic farms that I should farm. I really like a lot of the Shangri-La mobs. Like, pretty much all the Shangri-La mobs are really nice. Okay, I'm also very fond of, like, the rovers. Actually, we can... Yeah, this guy. I'm kind of fond of this guy. He's kind of dopey looking. There's that guy, and then just, like, all the mobs available in Shangri-La. All those mobs are nice. Which is what, the 270 area? Like, pretty much all of these. Honestly, even the early Odium mobs, like, I farmed a lot at Gate 1. And that one's really lazy. If you don't have a vac, that's a good map. These ones here. The entire 280 area is awful. Agreed. Arteria was not fun. I'm so glad that I mecha buried my way out of there. You have a common Pinot fam? You got named 50 boss there. Okay, that's pretty funny. On the off chance somebody sees it, that you just baited them. It's super lazy. It's not because I don't like it. Not because it isn't lazy or anything like that. It is definitely lazy. I just dusk farm the entire time. It's more like you're just there for so long and it's just a bland background. I don't know. At least the fams are kind of okay. Like the top deck fams are okay. But it's just a single color. You're just staring at that screen. At least here in Calm Beach, it's a little bit more vibrant, and then the mobs are dark. It's a lot nicer on the eyes. I think that the later maps get a lot worse in terms of the aesthetics. I don't really like these areas, the Sunken Rune areas. I know heaps of people farm there because the rates are better. Obviously because the mobs are higher level, but I don't look forward to that. Stuck at bottom deck 3. Yeah, like right now, I don't need to be there. But eventually when I level up, when I have to go here, it's gonna be a long time. The vibes of the map affects how much you farm in it? Yeah, 100%. I actually really enjoyed Shangri-La. Like all the areas in Shang, they all had like a different feel for it, but like it was nice. The layouts were also like pretty acceptable across the board. Like across spring, summer, autumn, winter, like all those areas had like at least 1 or 2 maps that I didn't mind farming in. Stay until 287. Yeah, I'm still pretty far away. I'm pretty happy staying at Calm Beach for ages. Because yeah, these are 286, right? Yeah. Can stay here all the way to 287 like you said. So there's no rush. Which is good. Because I'm not looking forward to I'm not looking to go in there. Yeah, Arteria makes you feel a certain way, that's for sure. I was not a big fan of Arteria. The early maps in Arteria were really bad. Top Deck 6, the thing that it had going for it was that it was lazy. It was good for what it was. But in the grand scheme of Arteria was pretty awful. Top Deck 6, it was like the only one that I felt was acceptable to me. But maybe that's because I could like dusk farm it. Wasn't too bad. They fixed Arteria maps in KMS. We get it in 6 months. Oh really? Did they announce that they redid the maps? Good. That place needs an overhaul. Pretty bad. $285 before vacation ends. If you haven't done all your mecha berries, it's pretty big EXP. Arteria music is too intense. Yeah, I haven't farmed with music in a while. I remember farming in was it Cernium, when Cernium was released. I remember farming there, and I just heard that music on loop for a little bit too long. Yeah, the mecha berries at that level, for me, it gave me like about 7% per ticket. So when I used all 9 of them that I had, yeah, that with the express boosters just carried me all the way to 285. I will say, if you have express boosters and you have a very specific level goal, get them done like throughout the week. I sat down and like grinded for an hour just popping express boosters back to back to back to back the entire time to get it all done. That was not fun. I should have like spread it out throughout the week or something. But because I wanted to level up on that day, it took a while. Because each of them take a little bit under 2 minutes to do, right? So every 10 of them takes about 20 minutes. Then if you find out that you need to pop all 40 of them to be able to level up, you're gonna do that. But that's like still a little bit over 2 hours, or roughly 2 hours. I'm just sitting there in top deck 6 farming like normal with express boosters on the entire time. I don't know, my brain was kind of melting. Yeah, now that I'm here in Calm Beach, it's chill. I also don't have like a level goal anymore, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty happy being here. So the express boosters, they give a set amount of EXP. It's a set amount. So you just use it whenever you feel like, as long as you go to the map with the highest level, because they scale off of the level of the mob. So if you want to use it in Arteria, you just go to like top deck 6 or something. Because those guys are 284. So if I wanted to use it, I'd have to go to like Sunken Rune or something like that. But I don't really want to do that just yet, because I can't even like farm or kill the mobs in Sunken Rune. Because you're still like killing mobs along the way, right? It's not just killing the booster mobs. You can also just actually farm normally. Does Monster Park add that much? So I get 2% every day from Monster Park. On the Sunday, we had the Rune Sunday, so I think I got like 7% on Sunday. Pretty crazy. Yeah, Sunday Monster Park is nuts. It's all Grandest maps? Oh, good. Yeah, because the current Grandest map, I guess, design, it's very hungry on vac pets. Like, it's hard to farm these maps without vac pets. There's just too many small platforms. So your pets will just like fall across, like fall to the floor everywhere. It's really hard to pick up anything without vac pets right now. Like the only map off the top of my head that I could like stomach farming without a vac pet in all of Grandest is probably Gate 1. Because Gate 1, you can at least like walk across the middle, walk across the top, walk across the bottom. Like your pet can pick everything up. But like there's no shot on any map that has more than 3 layers that you're ever gonna farm on them. Like genuinely, Gate 1 is the only place that I could like feasibly see myself farm without a vac pet. I can't think of very many places in Sonium that is even like tolerable. Maybe Arcus has some maps that you could probably farm. Like there's some like really small ones, but Arcus kind of sucks in general. Yeah, not great. Alley 2? In Odium. Ah, right. That's the one with the robots, right? I actually don't remember what it looks like. It's been so long. I've gotten so many of my characters to 275 just sitting at Gate 1 because I was lazy. But yeah, that's good to know that at least there's another option. But yeah, otherwise though, in general, like the entirety of Shangri-La it's pretty quad platform heavy. And then Arteria is just like awful for even vac pets. I think Drive-In 5 might be okay, or maybe Drive-In 4. That one might be tolerable from Arcus. Because that's only 3 platforms as well, except for the top right corner. But yeah, this game though is very not friendly for no vac pets, you know? Just too many platforms, too many small platforms. It's not even the layers. It's like, even this map has like, every layer has 3 or 4 platforms. Your pets are just never gonna get it. you don't farm, you don't need Vac Pet. Yeah, for sure. But if you want to farm, Vac Pet's pretty huge quality of life. How much do I need for my next upgrade? I need 100. Okay. For event bus, what should I put it in after Monster Park? Probably Grandest Symbols. Can't go wrong with Grandest Symbols. It's probably your next highest amount of EXP, and the symbols are always good because it's so slow otherwise. You need to get like, what, 10 a day? I actually haven't even maxed out my Monster Park. I'll get it maxed out next week. But for Hyperion, maybe I don't really value it that much. I think I might value the symbol slightly more. 10 Vac Pets for no reason. That's alright. I think if you had like a certain number of Vacs, don't you get like the super Vac? Is that how it works? I don't remember. I just remember seeing the skill. You get it at 4? Yeah, there you go. Maybe this week I'll try to do my Destiny Seren. It should be a pretty easy clear, but it will take half an hour. Not sure it'll be implemented. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. There's a lot of like random stuff that we don't have. One of the ones I'm surprised we don't have is the one where you have, if you have the set, you get like the super Vac. Is that a thing in Reg? Like you get one of each of the Vac pets, and while you have 3, you have like extended range or something? Yeah, because we don't even have that one. Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath on that one for sure. It would be nice to have, or at least like, you know, for those who actually have the number of Vac pets. It would be a shame if they don't have access to it. Look, if you want to pay for something like this, I feel like you kind of like, you know, you should be able to have access to this sort of quality of life. We don't have that, yeah. I don't think they'll do it, but who knows. They have implemented some crazy quality of life stuff in the past. Do I have all the coupons required to just pop another 30 minutes? Yes, I do. Oh, I could like do some more Black Mage runs. Could get some more money. Could do like my marksman's bosses or something. I have my Xenon and my marksman still to run for Black Mage. I'm a bit scared to do my marksman's one. I'm not very good at marksman. I don't pay attention enough. We're going 290 and D-Lib? I don't know about 290. D-Lib would be a fun thing, but I'm really far away from it. Although I did get a bunch of points yesterday, which is kind of nice. Let's see where my points are at. Yo, 513. Got like 100 points yesterday for hard limbo. W. Yeah, I gotta get myself into a Malefic Star party. And, you know, start doing C Carlos, all that sort of stuff. Slow and steady, you know, slow and steady. How many points am I expected to get per week? If I do like hard Carling, C Carlos, hard Limbo, hard Adversary. Would I get like 300, 400 points a week, or is that too high? You need 550 for Malefic? Yeah, it's the Sacred Force gap. You know, I have 490 Sacred Force with this. It's cooked, dude. I can't get into Malefic Star. Like, at least I can't do a hard Malefic Star. I need 550 and I'm using these rentals and I'm still 490. Cooked. It's so over, dude. I can't even, like, I'm doing like 5% damage. I think I'm 450 mil combat power right now. Roughly in that area. Yeah. So when I did Limbo, technically I was missing 10% FD. I'm getting there slowly on my Arcane Force, I mean my Sacred Force. The thing is, it's just because like I leveled up so quickly, my Sacred Force is really, really behind. How's the mechanics of Malefic Star? I haven't looked into the mechanics yet. I only just did the pre-quest yesterday to unlock it. I have heard that it's like kind of straightforward though, unless you're on the you're doing like the mechanics side of it, in which case you have to do some other stuff, but it looks kind of straightforward, I want to say. It doesn't like give me Carling vibes. Carling was one that was a little bit trickier for me to learn personally, because I just couldn't remember which strings do what. If my friends in the party didn't tell me which strings to catch, I'd just be guessing. If you're not the orb person, legit dodge everything and DPS. Oh, there you go. So it's kind of like slime. That was the comparison I had some of my friends tell me about, like, it's kind of like Grandest slime. You just dodge and just keep attacking. Except if you're on the other side, and then you have to do stuff. You get 350 from Kalos 5, Carling 5, Seren 3. Oh, I have to do Seren as well, you're right. X-Seren. Okay, that's a good reminder. Thank you for saying that, actually. I should probably look into getting an X-Seren party. Oh, man. Just for the points. I want to ask some of my friends. Maybe they have an X-Seren party that they can just shove me in for points. Alright. I want to take a short break. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I'll have to learn how to do the mechanics side of Malefic Star as well, because I think my friend and I are going to start doing at least End Malefic. It should be a pretty fast run, but between us two, I think playing as a TP class in general always is a bit easier on mechanics than it would be for non-TP classes. TP is just broken. I'll have to look into the mechanics either tonight or tomorrow. You buy yourself a backpert if Universal was a thing. That's fair. But man, I just saw again 350 points per week with that. I'm not getting very many points for a long time. Zero should be the orb guy. It just seems like the person that has the better movement is like more suited for the orb thing. Because I think there's like a lot of random stuff you have to dodge in that phase, right? Is that how it works? My experience and like knowledge of the boss is, yeah, pretty limited. How many pieces of Eternals does N-Star give? Is it just 2? Oh, no, sorry, is it just 1? 1 cookie a week? $10 weeks for an Eternal? I can't believe the H Malefic is 6. That's crazy, man. That's so many pieces. And I can't do the boss because I don't have any Sacred Force. Even if I wanted to, I cannot. That is a bit unfortunate, but such is that's how it is when you level up a little bit too quick. The Sacred Force is just mildly suffering. Not sure if it's still bugged. I wonder if it's intentional. I think it's intentional. Because in KMS it's 18 already between 3 people. So you just split it. Doing 52 minute is awful. Dude, Black Mage above 45 minutes is awful. Because you're spending half of your time in P4. It's just... yeah. Like if you're doing a 50+ minute run like you did, and you just spent half of the time in P4. It's just because, like, when you get to P4, you're just spending all of your time waiting for your burst. It's so mind-numbing. Unless you're playing a DPS class that can actually chip open the shield, then you have to... if anything, maybe that's even worse. I don't know. What's worse in this situation? Actually paying attention and chipping the shield? Or just waiting for your burst to come up? Also, Leto, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Double laser sniped you. That's a classic, man. Classic. Yeah. I'm okay not doing a long Black Mage run ever again, if I can help it. Maybe I'll do it on my rel for content, but man, I'm trying to put it off as long as possible. The supers are purple? You never knew that? What? You just thought they were just like fancy looking lasers? Well, how long have you been doing Black Mage and you never realized they did more damage? That's like one of the first mechanics. that you're supposed to avoid. Dude, those things do a lot of damage. If you get crossed over by supers, it's just 50-50 and you just die. It's crazy damage. You just avoided all lasers? What? But you want to get hit by the weak lasers to get more damage. Any advice starting boss mules? I'm hoping to increase your weekly income. You feeling meso-gated? You can't go wrong with making cheap Enlomian mules to start. Like, if you haven't, like, really made boss mules, cheap, normal Lotus mules, normal Damien mules are a really good place to start. Like, if you have any characters above, like, 230, 240, they're, like, a good place to start. Because the base amount of stat they'll have from their symbols is already going to be pretty solid. Ideally, you'll have them, you know, the higher level, the better, of course. But just to get started, you can't go wrong with, you know, using spare Absol boxes if you are doing like hard Lotus, hard Damien on your main. Chucking them onto a character, giving it a little bit of CRA. Maybe like 16 starring bits and pieces here and there, and you'll get through End Lotus and End Damien pretty quick. I think the main resource for like cheap boss mules at the beginning are going to be your node stones. Like the more node stones you have to dump into its burst skills and its boost nodes, it's a pretty good start. Like the cheapest End Lotus mules or End Lomian mules is going to be like you have a random 260 character you got from a hyperburn that you're not really investing in, but you have its origin unlocked, maybe 1 or 2 masteries, like super easy to do, right? That's like 1 week of the 5k mobs. Just give them 1 week. It's a pretty big jump with no like Meso investment. But if you don't have that, yeah, just like whichever character you have a high level on, anything with good symbols will get free damage, and yeah, you can work your way up from there. Super easy to like be cheap. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. One of the guys in my guild, shout out to Lunacy if he's sitting around in chat lurking. He legit has a 260 character, and it's just all of the gear is 12 star. Super budget. Like he just filled out all the slots, you know, event rings, CRA, cheap Absolab, 12 star. Not even 15, not even 16, like just 12 star epic gear. Not even unique with like spare cubes. Just like, I don't know, they look so poor. But he gets his Enlomians done, that's all he needs, right? That's all you need. It won't be fast, obviously, like if you're doing it cheap, they will start off pretty slow. But as you invest a little bit more, then maybe you go into a Shining Star Force, have a couple of bill left over, you put that into a mule, that little bit of extra attack like gets carried over. How long does it take? I don't think it takes more than half an hour to do all the bosses. Because they are level 260. Because he just chucked it onto like a hyperburn he doesn't care about. Or he made like his hyperburn, left it at 260, no intention of pushing them past 260. Dude, some of his Enlomians don't even have 6 drop unlocked. They're just 260 because of the hyperburn. But even if you wanted to invest more, like with the same loadout, it doesn't cost that much to get to 16 star. Right? It's pretty cheap for a boss mule to have a couple of pieces to 16 star. Like, well, it might cost you like maybe 10 bill to do like what I would do minimally for a boss mule, just for it to be like reasonably paced. Like you spend 10 bill, it makes that back within a month or 2, right? It's not too bad. Does a mule get superiors? If you're diligent, it's worthwhile, but you don't have to. Honestly, if you want it to be really cheap, just do 4-set reinforced. The superiors are a good investment if you're planning on pushing it further than Enlomian in the future. Like, let's say you really like a class, and you can see yourself at some point pushing it to C10E. You know, eventually you want to go further. Then you can go straight for superiors. It's a bit of a time investment though, because you have to do, what, at least 1400 points or 1400 coins from Golix. That takes like 2 months basically. And then you gotta hope that you get the drops. But for reinforced, it's a lot easier to do, and it's half the time as well. Assuming that you can get carried too. It's just easy to get carried Golix for your mules. Just ask somebody, it's like, hey, can you take me for coins and reinforced belts? You'd be hard pressed not to find somebody who's just happy to take you real quick. You ask into the guild chat, hey, can anyone down to take me Golix? You can probably find people willing to do it. Within reason, of course, like don't bug people to do that. But yeah, if you just want like really cheap characters, you don't really need that much. A little bit of Abso, some CRAs, event rings, whichever boss accessories that you can find off the floor. Yeah, and then that's all you need. Superiors are not a requirement, but if you do want to make them C10 and beyond, then superiors are a good investment. It just takes a while, right? Nothing wrong with using like boss accessories for ages. Yeah. Admittedly, I was pretty shocked when I saw how broke his mules were, but he got the job done. It wasn't even that long of a run. Like between his entire Enlomian took maybe at most half an hour for a really cheap mule. Yeah, if it works, it works. Eventually, you make it stronger later, right? You can make it stronger later. It's not hard to do, but if you just want to get started, it's not as expensive as some other people might suggest you commit to. Because I'm also thinking from the perspective, like, if you're starting with making boss mules, like you haven't made any yet, anything is better than what you have right now, right? Even though a 1 hour Enlomian mule is not ideal. You gotta start somewhere. And if you can't be bothered doing that, nothing wrong with just farming, right? Like, farming as your fallback plan is fine. Because I think a lot of people can make like 700 mil or 650 mil per hour from just grinding normally. But if you take an hour to do Enlomian, it's an hour for 1.4 bill. That is still better than farming. In terms of Meso at least, it's faster than farming. I think the real problem with having those sorts of mules is if you have a lot of them. If you have a lot of Enlomian mules that take an hour each, then it's like significantly less fun. That's why you want to try to speed them up and invest into them to kind of make them better. It is a slippery slope though, I won't deny it. You get your Enlomian mules fast enough, like they start like one bursting Enlotus Endamian, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna bump them up. Maybe they can do E-Lucid and End-Slime. And then, you know, you keep working on them, and then suddenly they're one bursting End-Slime, and then you think to yourself, oh, maybe I can solo hard Lucid. It's just that you're gonna end up spending a lot of money like that. It definitely happened to me. You need 15 to 20 minutes for that sanity? 100%. Like, everyone has like a different level of tolerance for boss mules. For me now, if I can't 2 bursts out of C10, I don't want it. But obviously, it's a bit of a tall order, right? What's the best way to farm materials for WAP? So, the usual limiting factor for the wealth potion is the juniper berry seed oil. The easiest way to do it is from auto harvest. So if you start your auto harvest, you get coins. And you can spend the coins from this to buy the pouches, the selector pouches. You can get up to 50 of the juniper berry seed oils per week. And that's pretty good. It will keep you going for a while. Top deck 6 without a vac is ass. Agreed. The entirety of Grandis sucks without a vac. Enlomian slime under 1 serums? Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Everybody, again, has different tolerance for these sorts of things. It's just like when you have a lot of mules, that's when you want to speed them up. If you have 1 or 2 mules that take half an hour to an hour each, it doesn't feel as bad. But if you had 10 of them and they take an hour each, then it's really bad. Try to find from Threads of Fate, but it's kind of confusing. Yeah, if you're not like fully sure about Threads of Fate, it's a bit hard to explain how Threads kind of works, like without a proper video guide. But if you want to do it easily, auto harvest is your best friend. It takes 4 hours to cap this, so it does take a while, but you get coins, and then you can spend these coins on selectors. I wonder if I can see it here. No, I can't see it here. I need to go to Ardent Mill. What happens if you don't collect them? I think you can store it for 1 day. Or at least the coin store for one day. If you forget about it and leave it until the next day, you might be able to still pick up the coins. You don't really care about the actual resources. Honestly, you just want the coins. Yeah, it's the best way to get casual materials for wealth. And it's nice too because it's completely passive. You get a maximum of 300 coins a day. And that is going to be probably more than enough for most players. Yeah, I'll show you guys in like 15 minutes if you guys are still around, but it's very easy to do. I'm actually going to do it now because I'm starting to run out of the materials for wealth as well. I haven't done threads in ages. And I don't think my Kanna has threads unlocked. I don't know if I want to start threads on this character. Maybe I'll have to. I am running low on wealth. Alright, 2 more boxes as well to unlock. I'm just trying to cap my star spec boxes. At least on my Kanna. Oh, pardon me. $148 cubes to Jenny. Oh no. Oh, that's pretty horrendous, dude. 150. Oh. Absolutely robbed. How many Roro boxes per hour? Roro boxes? What do you mean by Roro boxes? If you're talking about these star spec boxes, usually it takes me like up to an hour to cap them now. It's pretty random though. Some days it takes me 30 minutes. Some days it takes me longer. The EXP boxes. I'm not sure if I know what you're talking about. Oh, those. Ah. Dude, that takes forever. I want to say, like, it's very random. I've never really capped them unless I've grinded for, like, more than 3 hours. If you're talking about, like, those random treasure hunter boxes. Because you can get up to 10 a day. Yeah, you can easily farm for, like, an hour without seeing one. Yeah, those are, like... They take a while. I wouldn't say I cap them very often, if at all. For the days that I do early streams and I farm for up to like 4 hours, I might cap them. But even then, it's like, you can just go hours without seeing them. Supposedly, they made it more common to like, if you haven't seen them in ages, they're more likely to pop up, but it still takes a while. It was rare? Yeah. They're quite rare. But it's not like necessarily rare, it's just like random. Sometimes you can get them like pretty quickly. Like I've definitely had days where, you know, I would see 3 or 4 of them in half an hour. I've seen it before, right? But when you hit that bit of a dry spell, you could be farming for many hours and just maybe seeing a couple of them. $10k mob pity for the treasures now? Okay, that's better. But it's still slow. If you hit hard pity each time, you're gonna be farming for a while. Also, hello Plump. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to them too much. When I see them, it's like, oh great, a little bit of free EXP. I am only really excited when I see the diamond chest. The diamond chest gives heaps of EXP. When you get a diamond chest and you get it above blue, that's a feels good. You have to hit them? Ah, it's just random. Completely random. Sometimes they'll break immediately, sometimes they'll go to green. Anywhere in between as well. Completely random. You just, if you see the diamond chest pop up with the Specia... Oh, speak of a chest. You just kind of hope that it goes further. Sometimes it breaks immediately, sometimes it tears up. Yeah, that was my second chest today. I've been farming for about 50 minutes. So at this rate that I'm going, it's gonna take me 5 hours to cap. That's not happening. I'm not capping those treasure chests. Not unless like I get lucky and another 4 spawn in the next half an hour or something like that. No, damage doesn't matter. You just keep hitting it until it opens. Yeah, you just keep hitting it until it drops the gem, and then you get what you get. Yeah. As in, the amount of damage doesn't affect what comes out of it. The reward from it is completely random, but you do have to keep hitting it to open it. Alright, I'm hoping for a diamond chest though. I have a good feeling about the next diamond chest that may or may not spawn. If I get a diamond chest spawn, it's gonna be green. For sure, I'm feeling it. Oh, I don't need to place down fountain yet. What kind of coffee? It's just this is flat white. Just from a cafe we went to earlier today. Cope? Always coping, man. When you see those chests pop up, you just hope that it's green, you know? If it's green, it's pretty good. Honestly, the diamond chests are pretty good because even the blue diamond chest, if it opens immediately, still better than a green of the normal chest. So every time you see a diamond chest, it's already a win. I think on the sunny Sunday we just had, we had 3 times treasure chest rewards, and I got a purple one, a purple diamond. Super happy about that. Level 1 Royal EXP ring, is that good? That's good. If you're not working on your farms, like for me, I'm not really working on my farms. I'm just extracting everything, right? All these farm extractions and all these points, this is what fuels the ring. So you see these points up here? Familiar points? That's what you spend to get additional EXP. So I'm currently using an EXP ring 2, like level 2. And yeah, it's just extra EXP every time I remember to press it. I think if you are trying to be conservative on your fan cards, you would use it every time you use like a booster, like a Hexa booster or a VIP booster or something. But if you're like me and you don't care about your fams, I just use it off cooldown. Is it perma or time limit? So level 1, you get a boost for 30 seconds. Like all of them have a 2-minute cooldown. The level 1 lasts for 30 seconds, level 2 lasts for a minute, level 3 a minute and a half, and then a level 4 it lasts for the whole 2 minutes. And they also get higher amounts of EXP. 40 points per 30 seconds. Yeah. It also has a stronger effect as well, the higher level. I think for me, my level 2 gives me like 100% EXP for 1 minute. I think your level 1 will be 50% EXP for 30 seconds. I mean, it kind of adds up in the long run. Even if you're not using it, it's a pretty good ring to have access to. I'm pretty happy with my ring. I would love to see a level 3. I want specifically a level 3. I know level 4 is really good, but level 3 is like a break-even point. It works in Mecha Berry. It works in the sense that you can use it. It doesn't do anything though. You have no idea what we're talking about? We're talking about these ones here. Roro EXP Ring. It's it's a random reward from the Mystic Frontier. Oh yeah, Mecha Berry is really straightforward. It's just like a set amount of EXP basically. There's nothing you can do to affect it. Like hyperstats, Legion, you know, coupons, like anything, it doesn't affect it. So you just go in and just kill stuff. Roro over TC, low key. I reckon high key. It's just EXP is insane. It's so much harder to get a Roro for than it is to get a TC. Learn Frontier? Yeah, I think it's worth doing. Like, Frontier, at the end of the day, is just free rewards, right? There's nothing really to learn. You kind of just do it, and you get random rewards. You know, you get some pouches every once in a while. Like, you get a herb pouch. I got some random cubes, honor, node stones. Sometimes you get fragments. It's kind of nice. You know? It's just free stuff. Like, if you don't do Mystic Frontier for the big ticket items, even though you can definitely get the big ticket items, even with, like, very basic Frontier expeditions. I've seen people get like pitch on like their first try, right? Like it can happen. But you're not there for that. You're just there for the free stuff. Maybe you get lucky. Yeah, it's just, yeah. At the end of the day, it's free stuff. What's a TC? It's a total control. It's the rare pitch drop from Hard Lotus. From Extreme Lotus. Where is Extreme Lotus here? It's this thing. This is a TC. Total control. The rare drop from Extreme Lotus. Yeah, it's a permanent heart, because otherwise the alternative heart that you can use is a black heart. I have one expiring on me, but it's this thing here. Damage black heart. That only lasts for 20 days, so the total control lasts permanently. The big jackpot reward for clearing X-Lotus. I wonder how many Lotus clears I've gotten. Let me see. Does it track Extreme Lotus past 10? Okay, I've cleared it more than 100 times. I cleared it 100 times as of last month. So let's say I've cleared the boss about like 105 to 110 times. I've seen one total control. Isn't that kind of sad? 110 runs, I've seen one total control. And it's on my Cannon Master. Not a bad character to have it on, but it's a bit sad that we've only seen one. What's the rate of Black Heart in Hard Lotus? I want to say like... maybe like a 1 in 20? I think that's not a bad guess. About 5%. It's definitely got a higher drop rate than the other pitch. I think the other pitch have a drop rate closer to like 2%. No, he's talking about a Black Heart. For the TC, it's a bit rarer. Do you bother with Plasma Hearts, or you have enough Black Hearts forever? Black Hearts, I think, give more damage than a Plasma Heart, so I haven't really put it onto my characters that I pop Black Heart on. I should probably give a Plasma Heart to some of my characters though. I haven't bought the one for this event yet. Yeah, it's all good, Demon. Now, Black Hearts are definitely better, though. I have a lot of Black Hearts. I definitely get more Black Hearts than I can use. Because I only pop them on one character. What was the math? I have enough Black Hearts for like the next 3 years or something. Yeah, I have heaps of Black Hearts. Because I didn't really start using them until maybe this year. Before this year, I maybe popped 1 or 2 to do content, but other than that, I just put it into storage. Psycho, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Is Pewit still here? They were asking a little bit about, like, wealth... was it wealth ingredients? I can show you the was it ardent mill thing if you would like, because I'm probably gonna buy it now anyway. It would be good for me because I'm running out of materials as well. Yeah, under ardent mill, you can spend your coins here in the profession shop, and you buy these herb selectors. It takes 1,000 coins for 10 of them, so you can get this. You get this once a week. You can buy all 10 of them once a week. I think it's the herb selector. I'd be very embarrassed if I bought the wrong one. And then you scroll all the way to the bottom, juniper berry seed oil, and yeah, each time you do it, you get what, 5 of them? Yeah, you get 5, so you get 50 a week. And this is, you know, it gets the job done. Hello, JH. Good morning. Which boss should I aim for after normal Kai? Well, normal Kai is on par with the entirety of C10E. So if you've already done the entirety of C10E, then that's a good start. I think the next main boss would probably be Black Mage. It's either Black Mage or normal Siren. I don't know actually which one's easier. Do we craft the 2 hour or 30 minutes? Just the 30 minutes. I don't like locking myself in for 2 hours. And Siren? Oh, there you go. Man, I'm so sad. I did an hour grind and I still didn't get all of my boxes. I'm only on 11. I'm gonna have to grind a little bit more. Alright, let's check out Mystic Frontier. Rest done. Yeah, the 2 hour ones are less favorable unless you just don't want to think about it too much. There's no crafting the 30 minutes ones? Nah, the 30 minute EXP ones you have to find from bosses. Which is a little bit annoying. You made Ren this Challenge World, been watching in Challenge World 2. Series was dope. Looking to double your rentals this reset? Oh, nice. I'm glad you enjoyed the series. Yeah, for Ren, I had a good time playing Ren actually. Ren was fun to play in Challenge World 2. It's a very fun class. Any favorite lazy mobbers other than Demon Slayer? Pre-Janus. Pre-Janus. It's hard to beat Demon Slayer when it comes to at least the mobbing. Not the mobbing, like the looting part of it. I don't think any class is going to be easy compared to Demon Slayer when it comes to at least like picking up the stuff off the floor. In terms of just like killing stuff, honestly, I really enjoyed Wild Hunter and Blaze Wizard pre-Janus. They had a lot of like really big summons that covered the entire map basically. Alright, come on, purple. Oh. Cannon Master? Cannon Master is not super lazy pre-6 job. Oh. Didn't even win that last. You know what, I can wait tomorrow. Because they're asking pre-Janus. Cannon Master really shines once it gets level 1 Janus. Because you can dusk farm really easily, right? But before then, yeah, probably... For me personally, Blaze Wizard and Wild Hunter. I had a good time farming with those guys. Xenon too, actually. Xenon was pretty good. Luminous? True. Reflection's pretty good. Probably by extension, Ice Lightning, right? Doesn't Ice Lightning have a pretty good time farming? You have to be strong to do that on Cannon Master. To Dusk Farm? I can't really say. I just know that it's lazy. I do have a Cannon Master that I used to Dusk Farm on, but... It was already like pretty established by the time that I was farming with Dusk. So unfortunately I can't really input. Corsair? Oh true, Corsair. How can I forget Corsair? Just play too many characters, man. Yeah, valid. Corsair is a a really good mobber. Ways to get with the Roro coins in the shop. The main thing from the Roro shop is this Nodestone. This helps you like get better rates while farming, either by drop rate, EXP, or Meso. So if you're planning on farming, these are pretty good. Otherwise, I only use them on these coins. These like speed up your expeditions if you care about that. I don't buy them that often, but you know, sometimes I'll get like a good reward from the expedition and I just want it now, because otherwise you have to wait a while. Yeah, I'd say the main thing is the Nodestone. I like to always have one on me while I farm. Like even right now I have it on. I just have this Meso obtained one. Doesn't seem worth it to buy coins. That is the case if you're patient. You don't have to buy them. But if I see a green pouch or 2 orange pouches on one expedition, I'm spending my money on those coins so I can see exactly what it is. I want to know. If it's not a green pouch or if it's not a double orange, I probably would just wait until the next day. But if I see those, you know, I kind of want to know. It's disappointment, but it could be anything. It could even be a pitch. Seven bright cubes? True. I think out of all the pouches, my favorite pouch has always been the orange ones. The orange ones always seem to deliver, except the one time it didn't. The green pouches tend to be bright cubes a lot of the time. But from the orange pouch, I've seen a lot of ring boxes from it. I've seen a decent amount of flames. Like sometimes they just give you 30 black flames. That's so good. 30 black flames? Hell yeah. Star spec boxes, fragments. What else? The most disappointing thing I've ever gotten from a orange pouch was a single dense Erda thing. It's just like 200 Erda points. That was so sad. Nothing will match that disappointment. Challenge Wars made you feel the struggle? Yeah. The early investment of energy is so steep. It's pretty steep at the beginning. Alright, I just want my last star spec box. Not asking for much. Yeah, decent amount of money made today though. 2 black mage runs, pretty good. Got a couple of armor boxes. Oh, there we go. Got the last box. Nice. I can just open it now. What's the RL level right now? It's 271. I hit 271 I think like a day or 2 ago. Alright, give me some shining specs. Oh, there's one. Pretty happy with that. I think I am 1 spec or 1 shining spec away from a restoration. That'll be good for the future. Yeah, I'm at 49. What's it for? It's just for restoring your pitch items. You can craft them into a pitch restoration core, basically. You need 50 of the shining ones and 200 of the normal ones. I think it takes like a few months to get enough for that. But in combination with the other restoration methods, you're basically getting like 1 pitch per month. Something like that. It's more like 3 per 3 months, rather than 1 per month. 1 per month is a little bit, you can't really say 1 per month if it takes 3 months across all the systems. Yeah, it's pretty good for restoring them. You don't have a pitch to restore? Yeah, you just hold on to them. Actually, the small star specs are actually pretty handy, these ones here. Because you only need 200 to restore 1 pitch, right? So you get more star specs, like these small ones, than you do these big ones by a large margin. You will be swimming in them in comparison. So what people do is that they use the 200 just for the normal restores, and you can restore things like slime rings as long as you didn't change it to the Dawn set. If it's the just like a normal slime ring, you can restore it with 200 specs. You can also restore superior items. Like, if you wanted to tap and not safeguard your superior Golix pendant or something like that, which is, you know, something you can choose to do now, you can restore it with the star specs. It just costs 200. And 200 is pretty cheap. As long as you have enough to actually restore your pitch, or you save aside 200 for the 50. Like right now I have 700 versus 50. So I have like kind of 2 free restores on anything I want that isn't a pitch item. You can save some money on on your mules if you don't want to safeguard things. Definitely valid. You get one star spec per box, up to 3. If you get lucky, you can get 3. I think when I just opened mine, let's have a look here. There was 2, there's 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. Yeah, it's all over the place. Yeah, anywhere between 1 and 3. So even if you get really unlucky, right? Let's say you get 1 per box, and you get 12 a day. You need 200 to restore, so that's like about, what, 20 days? A little bit under 20 days? That's the same speed that it takes you to actually get a Golix piece, roughly. Because for a Golix piece, you get like anywhere between 25 and 30 coins a day. So for a superior, it takes about 20 to 25 days. You're kind of getting like a superior restore every 20 days as well. It's pretty good early game. Because you don't want to spend too much money safeguarding all of your gear. And some of these items are just not worth safeguarding anymore. Do I need a trace restore mission to restore the Golix? You've already done the quest for it. Because if you're actually seeing these boxes, you've already done it. You gotta go to an NPC. I'll show you in a sec. It's from where you started the quest. In here. Veritas. You gotta talk to Fabian. And then you can get the normal restoration core. Because there is the Dawn restoration core, there's the pitch restoration core, and there's just the normal star core. The normal star core is what you use to restore Golix. And that costs 200 specs of the normal specs. So it's actually pretty cheap. Like I've boomed a lot of superiors over the last like year, and I just restored them with those specs because like you don't really have that much to use them on, and it's kind of free. Go to the UI later. I can help you with that. If you're still around after this, got another 20 minutes on these coupons. I can quickly run through it. But yeah, it comes up actually quite a lot if you want to like try to push your Golix without safeguarding. Like a lot of times you do want to safeguard, but 18 through to 20 is really expensive. I think if you had no Dom pendants, for example, and you wanted to push your sub pendant, you'd probably safeguard to 18 and then just no safeguard 18 through to 20. Because yeah, sometimes Dom pendants just don't drop. Like these star specs are really good for the sub pendant. And also your slime rings, because you can't really follow those either. All the other sub items, you probably just use the standard fodder methods, you know, using Kanna's treasures, Meister rings, that sort of stuff. Reinforced earrings, reinforced belts. But the pendant is a pain in the ass. You don't see any Dom pendants, how do you fodder? You just don't. You can just tap it directly. And it's not that bad. I mean, worst case scenario, you just like safeguard 18 through to 20, but that's like the last resort. I wouldn't recommend it if you could help it. It's so expensive. The worst part is 1 week buy limit on the superiors. Yeah, the star specs actually help you a lot with like circumventing the 1 per week. Because in a way, every restoration is like another one you can buy. You can craft DOMs. Yeah, it is craftable, but the materials are not cheap. You need like 15 confusion fragments or something. That's like pretty steep. If you don't do Arcarium consistently, or you don't do like the bosses that drop that, you can be short of those confusion fragments. Like these ones. Even on my Kanna, I just have 14 of them. I can't even make a Dom pendant on this character. It's so expensive. It's like a bunch of primals, confusion fragments, and some other bits and pieces. Never got a Dom pendant since the start? Yeah. Me either. I have yet to see a Dom pendant on my characters. On my rel, at least. That's okay. I wasn't relying on it anyway. But you have 30 drop rate. I did have 30 drop rate until we had DMT. On the rerun of the accessories DMT, I did go for 180 drop rate. So now I have a chance. My chances before were basically 0. Now I have, you know, slightly higher than 0% chance. The only thing for drop rate that I'm missing is the fams, but I haven't really been farming, so can't be expecting to get drop rate for free like that. Your channel to get the small ones. For the timepieces? Yeah, the timepieces you can farm. The confusion fragments is the hard part. I think you still need 15 confusion fragments, and I don't think anything outside of bosses drop those. So if you just don't have enough of those, it's kind of pain. But yeah, absolutely. If you have everything else, the pieces of time, yeah, you just kill those bosses. It's a bit tedious though. Like going through all 40, or in Challenger World, all 60 channels, and then changing 3 maps to go kill them. Yeah, it's a bit tedious. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think I've ever crafted a Dom pendant before. I don't know, I just kind of refuse to do it. If I don't have them, I don't have them. Yeah, map bosses that can drop confusion fragments. He's talking about the pieces of time, like the small ones. Get a Dom for free? Yeah, I'm talking about like, because Dom pendants are the main way to fodder into the sub pendant. So it's less so about like filling the slot and more about like a good way to work on your sub pendant. And sub pendants have always been like pretty historically awful to work on. Because before, there was just no way. You just didn't tap them directly. At least not past 17 and 18 now. But yeah, back then it was so bad, right? Like if you don't see Dom pendants leading up to a Star Forcing event, you just don't work on your sub pendant. It just stays at 17. It's so bad. Because you weren't going to risk tapping a sub pendant back then. You boom it, that's 20, 30 days worth of coins just gone. Now though, with the restoration pieces, so much more viable. So much more viable. That's the best way to get mices for craftsmen. There's these face accessories that aren't too hard to make. They give a lot of EXP. How do I open my professions here? Here we go. They're similar to this. Where is it? Can you make these at a craftsman? something like this. It's one of the face accessories. I'm trying to find it. Don't remember exactly which one it was. Yeah, you would use these. You make these grey ones, and then you upgrade them. I think it might have been this one. Yeah, these ones were pretty good. They're relatively inexpensive. Something like that. I can't remember exactly which one I did, but yeah. Oh, the timeless earrings were also pretty good if you can craft those. Which system can be used for the sub restoration? It's the star specs. So you can trade in 200 of the star specs, the normal star specs. These ones. 200 of these for a star core. And then you can use the star core to restore Golix. Because you don't really need that many of these to work on pitch. You need 200 for a pitch. And you get more than enough of these just from opening your boxes. So you can opt to use these every once in a while to restore your Golix gear. You can also buy 10k EXP coupons. Yeah, dude, that 10k EXP coupon, so good. Yeah, but the 10k, it's pretty slow. If you have the materials on your like main server, crafting is not too bad. I've done Meister like accessory crafting multiple times, and if you have the materials for it, it's not too bad to just do it manually. Because each of those accessories give you like 5k. Or something like that. Just have a look at the accessories that give you heaps of mastery. I think the timeless earrings are pretty good. I think they gave like 5k each as well. Then you gotta craft like what, 30 of them across the board. Feels less mandatory? Yeah, absolutely less mandatory. Meister rings are really more useful if you're trying to push your sub gear. Like if you're trying to like get your sub rings to 21 or 22, you just need like one KT or one Meister ring to get to 21, right? Once you get to the first one to 21, you just safeguard the rest of the way, which is so much easier. It's a lot less important than it used to be with the new system. Mineral selector and craft grey face accessory, craft that into the required one. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. You make the small one and then you use the small one to make the big one, and the big one gives you like 5k. Sub ring first or sub pendant? For Challenger World, I think I value the pendant slightly higher because you're not gonna have set bonus for a bit, so you just look at the base stats. Your alternative for the pendant is like the fake Dom pendant they give you. That's only 15 star. You can use the 17 star scroll in the Challenger shop if you don't want to spend Meso, and the 17 star sub pendant will be a bit better than the Dom pendant. Halley farming and casting on? Yes sir. Kinda cooking. I'm having a good time actually. Now that I'm out of Arteria, it's a lot nicer here. I'll say that much. Worst flame? That's alright. I mean, you don't usually flame the Dom pendant that they give you anyway. I'd say pendant's better overall though. Because like for the ring, the base stats of the event rings are already pretty good. And you can get like 4 event rings anyway. Unless you've used all your event rings as like drop Meso gear, in which case, yeah, the ring can be good. Like, both are fine. The min-maxing component of this is like pretty negligible. That's how I feel, at least. Like that, like 500k combat power is not going to make a difference in the short term. You're going to wait until the full set anyway. I can see it go either way. I use my event rings as my damage gear. 3 sets up. Any good? I think it's actually pretty good. 3 sets up gives, yeah, 35 attack. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. 35 attack, that's pretty substantial. It'll be very noticeable if you are farming. If you decide to make those gears into like your farming gear, you'll probably notice a difference. Because you don't really need the sub belt and earring in a way. Because you probably end up using rental gear for a while. Yeah, it goes either way. I haven't really thought about like how to min-max resources in Challenger World because like I feel like it doesn't make that much of a difference. Just 1% FD. Hey, just 1% FD, it adds up. It adds up. We're all here. The fact that it's a positive gain makes a big difference in the long term. That's all you care about. If it's an increase, it's you take it. I think a lot of people would be very happy with it at 1% FD gain. If I could get 1% FD simply by equipping an item, I'd be very happy. I would be very, very happy. All these little bits of damage, it always adds up. Only a few more minutes left on this coupon, and then I'll show you how to do like the star spec restoration. Because I actually do need to do it. I want to use 1 star spec restoration on my sub pendant. At some point, I'm going to start working on my source. I have a spare source. So I'm probably just going to tap this one and then safeguard it. It'll be cheaper to safeguard this than it would be to safeguard the source. Show us the 15 to 18 protected. I'm not made of money, man. How much stars would you put on, assuming pendant, belt, earring? Honestly, it's kind of hard to say for Challenger World. I would even opt to say, like, I wouldn't even work on them until after Challenger World finishes. Because you're going to be using the rental gear for quite a while, right? Until you have, like, a lot of money to work on it, I would just send them straight to 21, 22. Or, no, maybe 21. 22 is kind of expensive. 22 to 23 animation. I won't get the special animation until I hit 25 to 26. Because I've hit 25 before. My Cannon Master has a 25 day break. So I won't get the special animation until then. Show us that then? Hell nah, that's not happening, sir. I'm too broke for that. Me and what money? 17 bill to get to 23? I know, a bit of a tall order. What? Daybreak as well? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The only thing that I wish I could do was Star Spec Restore Sweetwater. It's the only item that I can't Star Spec Restore that makes me a bit sad. Because this character does have a Legacy Transport Sweetwater pendant. That thing could actually beat out my Daybreak for some gains. It seems pretty nice. But it's so hard. I don't really want to do Commercy. Too lazy for that. Assuming infinite spares. I think if any item was to go to 30 star, it'd be like some guy's CRA gear. CRA gear is like pretty much infinite for some people. I think for me, yeah, I've used a lot of pieces, but for like Vellum here, I have like this amount, right? I probably have this amount on a bunch of different characters as well. You know, if I tried long enough, eventually, you know, you could possibly get to 30, but the chances are still pretty slim. That one dude's 29 Sweetwater Katara. Dude, he's basically done with his Ashra secondary. That's crazy. Just one more star. That one star is so impossible though. What arcane gear comes after gloves? Either the cape or the shoes is fine. Like, both of them are basically the same. I would probably do the shoulder last, though. Because the shoulder is, like, the smallest upgrade. The other two can be flamed. And compared to your other gear that you'd wear, like, the flames have a higher chances of being better. Whereas the shoulder is just simply the base gear. You don't really take into account the pots too much. Because by the time you get arcane gear, the pots are more or less standardized at 13, 10, 10 for like the upper limit. Got through easy Carlos today? Oh, grats. Grats on your Carlos clear. Yeah. I think usually you do gloves, cape and shoe, whichever one next, because they're both about the same, and then shoulder last. When do you switch Arcane Shoulder to Eternal? I think generically the 22 Eternal Shoulder is already better on its own, if you don't take into account like the whole set bonus stuff. But if you are taking into account set bonus, you'd probably have to consult like your Maple Scouter or something. I'm sure there's like some very general rules around it, but I don't know it personally. But usually it's like, you gotta take into account the set bonus. Oftentimes when people wear their Eternal Shoulder, it takes the IED slot, because that's like, you have top and bottom, our hat top bottom, so you're at 4 set, and then the 5th set, which is usually the shoulder, is 20% IED. So you're trading 10% boss damage versus 20% IED, and then the stat difference between the two. I wouldn't be surprised if there were like some numbers in between, like you could swap at like 19 or 20 or 21 even, but it will probably vary per person, because that IED is worth different amounts to everybody. I think for me, apparently I can switch my shoulder at like, at 19 star, but I can imagine it being different for everybody. You just gotta put it into Scouter or into like a class calculator or something. Yeah, it definitely varies. How do I split the buffs? That one, if you go into settings, and you go into UI, there's this button, auto sort buffs. That changes it from, like, the whole line. From a line into to these rows. You finished panel lining? Oh, nice. Now it's just a matter of building. Took 5 hours. Depends on how detailed you want it, for sure. It's good time. Oh, bedtime? Yeah, good night, man. Don't worry, it'll be worth the effort. Alright. We're just about done here as well. Just helping somebody with their one of their maple settings. Alright, let me pick up everything. And I'll restore my sup gear. Because I want to need it for the next shining anyway. Do I use it on pitch boss mainly? For the shining ones, yes. For these smaller ones, you can use them in a lot of different ways. Okay. So if I go to this place here, where is it? Veritas. And talk to this guy. So you can craft star cores. There's 3 different ones. I would highly discourage using the Dawn Star Core. This thing is just way too expensive for what it is. Only ever use either the Pitch Star Core or the normal Star Core. So the normal Star Core, you just need 200 star specs. And you get one of these. And then if I open my enhancement here, and I put in this case, I want to restore my Sup Pendant. I can put in the Star Core, and then it will revive it. Nice and easy. This Star Spec restore system is really good. It's so useful, and it's so cheap too. It takes forever to get 50 of these for your pitch items, and you only need 200 to restore your pitch. Like, it's the same amount of these normal ones, so you'll just be swimming with the normal ones for ages. So as long as you keep like 200 aside for every pitch, like, you have so many spares. Is there a limit? Nah, you can make as many as you can, like, afford. So I could make another 2 more if I really wanted to. I don't really need them right now, but yeah. So I'll probably tap this in like a future event. I need this to fodder into the source anyway. That's all it is. Nice and easy. Restore to the previous star? Whatever the trace is. The star of the trace depends on when it boomed. So this one is at 15 because it blew up from 20 to 21. This one is 12 because it blew up before 20. If it booms from like 22 to 23, it restores at 19 or something. Like, yeah, this one. This one I think blew up from 23 to 24. It restored at 19. Yeah, it just depends on like where it left off basically. Alright, let's finish off the rest of the dailies. I haven't finished everything. Usually -5? Yeah, something like that. Honestly, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Like, it's nice that it restores at a high star every once in a while, but yeah, it really doesn't make that much of a difference in most cases. Need to do all these grandest dailies. I need more symbols. Our event resets tomorrow as well, which is kind of good. I'll do Seren tomorrow. Then I can buy some more flames or something. Then we'll have some more weeklies to do. I haven't done my mechanics weeklies. I have a few more Black Mage runs to do as well. Rental bossing, epic dungeons? Yeah, true. Epic dungeons tomorrow as well. They'll get the little boost in EXP. I've been holding off my Nightmare Paradise for that. Might be able to level up my Hexathingo twice. Let me see. Am I getting close anywhere? This one, like my Odium one, is getting kind of close to leveling up. That's good. This one doesn't need too much either. I need more symbols, man. I need more symbols. Yeah, thankfully I don't need to worry about the rental bossing this week. That's a problem for me at the end of the next week. I can still procrastinate my rental bossing. Alright, claim all these. Slowly getting there. What else do I need to do? Just my Monster Park runs. Yeah, not too bad. Haven't done my MPE yet. Should probably get around to doing that before I forget. Should I do it now? I'm kind of lazy. Okay. Just Monster Park. Let's get some tickets. I almost like keep on accidentally buying the miracle circulators on the top because the location of the Monster Park tickets is in a different spot between Challenger World and our normal one. I always get confused. Nothing like accidentally almost buying miracle circulators for no reason. I really don't like the Casio map for one thing. That stage 4, you can't just down jump. You have to walk forward a little bit and then down jump. Still better than Odium, but this is the one thing I miss from Arteria. Arteria's Monster Park was actually much cleaner. Casion's one has a lot to be desired still. We gotta do it anyway for the EXP. The EXP is too good to pass up. It's like 2% a day. Basically 2 hours worth of grinding for 10 minutes. It's so free in comparison. I hate this boss though. This boss keeps teleporting. 265 is... Sorry, 286. I don't know why I said 265. 286 is the goal though. Then I can do full damage with my Cadena Link. They should have condensed it? I agree. It's a little bit tedious to do so many Monster Park runs. But we tolerate this content because it gives so much EXP. It's too good to pass up. Yeah, I was doing 21 Monster Park runs for a little bit. I was running my Xenon as well, just to get like the 275. Makes the Black Mage run a little bit easier, but I gave up on that pretty quick. I did that for like 3 days. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. I'll do it on my Kanna and a Rel, and that's it. Just one set per world. And call it a day. You hate that it's not horizontal? Yeah. The Arteria one is actually not that bad. The Monster Park at least. The 275 one, I don't remember. Which one was 275? Was that Shang? Odium is annoying because you go right to, I say left to right, except for one map. One map you go from right to left for no reason. Why? It's all one way until just that random map. Never thought I'd say I'd miss Arteria, but the monster park for Arteria is much better. Just need to stomach this until we get to Talahart, because Talahart's monster park is also like basically horizontal. It's just horizontal the whole way through. Oh man, didn't. Go, 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 go. My FMA's gonna run out. I think just 2 more runs. 2 more runs. 290's a long ways away, yeah. With the new monster park, it helps a lot, and I'm actually like kind of actively grinding on this character, so it's, you know, it will be sooner than expected. We also have like a decent amount of free EXP from the event, express boosters, mecha berry farms for this event. They give you heaps. Does 6 job change mobbing? Not really. Kanna's mobbing is like pretty straightforward. It's just Janus and then things to trigger Janus. Keep switching mains? I know that feeling. This is the first time I've like played on a 285 character in a very long time. I usually get my characters to 275 and then move on to another one. Sometimes if I'm feeling spicy, I'll get it to 280. But now I'm at 285? It's kind of weird. What do you mean I have to work on one character? You mean I can't spend on multiple characters? The last couple of Shining Star Forces have been so confusing for me because, yeah, I'm so used to just making upgrades on multiple characters, and then I finally get an event where I spend everything on one character? So strange. What do you mean I can only make gains on one character? The problems of being a Legion main. Moved on to picking a main. But it helps that this character has been pretty lucky, so I've enjoyed the training process for this one. Yeah, it's been a good time playing Kanna, I'd say. It's been a good time. Okay, I have some weapons here. Some seed oils. Challenger Worlds have gotten you confused? Yeah, I feel you did. Can I make any wealths? Is it recipes? Haven't made wealths in a while. I think I can make them on this character. It'd be really funny if it turns out I don't have alchemy unlocked. Alchemy. Level 9. Level 9? Wait, where's the wealth acquisition potion? Let me quickly get to level 10. Alchemy. Work on improving your mastery. Oh, wait. It just went straight to 10. Okay. All good. Just need these bottles. Okay, cool. Superior bottles. Just buy 200 of them. I don't know how many I need. Aha. Chance of success. 100. Alright. I'm just gonna craft all of them here. I think though that'll probably be it for today's stream though, because there's not really much left to do. Just gonna wrap up here today. Tomorrow I'll be back on probably grinding on my characters, waiting for reset. Actually pretty excited for tomorrow. We can get all our event stuff back and push some EXP and whatnot. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you guys as always. If you guys enjoyed the stream over on YouTube, please do give the stream a like. Helps me out a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. We'll see if we do an early stream, maybe. I do have some video editing to do, so don't know when I'm going to start my stream. And yeah, see you guys again tomorrow.